Hi there, my name is Ayo Dele Adio, and you're welcome to another episode of my success story. Today I'll be having a very interesting chat with an accomplished financial banker, and he's no other person than Mr. Emmanuel Ogwu, and I hope you enjoy this fabulous session. Thank you for tuning in again. I'm now being joined by a very well accomplished banker and fine gentleman. He's none other than Mr. Emmanuel Ogwu. Mr. Emmanuel, thanks for being on my success story. It's good to have you.
Thank you for having me.
Talk to us about your journey in life. Tell us, how did it all begin?
Yeah, I'd like to start by saying that I do not consider myself very successful yet. I'm a student of the Bible, and the Bible says clearly that we count not ourselves to have apprehended, but this one thing we do, we try to put our past behind us and keep pressing towards the mark for the prize of the high calling. Yes, I was born in somewhere called Yaba in Lagos, and my parents moved into Festac when I was just, I think about 7 or 8 months old. So I spent part of my childhood, a lot of my childhood years in Festac. I went to school in Festac, primary, secondary school. And I went to the University of Benin, graduated. Not top of my class, but I made a very comfortable 2-1. Then I got a job in a bank, qualified as a chartered accountant. The anchor of all this has been God, because my life could have turned the other way. We grew up in Festac, where for us in Festac then, we didn't have a problem of parents not having money to send us to school.
Yeah.
The average Festac parent could afford to send their children to school, primary, secondary, university. The problem we had then was the Festac child, determined to go to school by themselves. And I want to give God all the thanks. I associated with some very forward-looking guys in Festac, and today.
There's no question about the fact that you seem to be a man of faith, because the word God has resonated in every single statement that you've made. And I would like to talk about that a little bit more. But before I talk about your personal faith and how that has helped your life, or through the journey of your life, could you share with us what basic principles that your father or your mother passed on to you that has shaped the outcome of your life? If it's an advice or, some of the advices come when you're being flogged, I have to say, but that particular thing that your father or mother transferred to you that you think shaped your particular view of the world and how it's helped you become who you are today?
Wow, my father, my mother, so many lessons, so many. I'll tell you some very interesting ones. While we were growing up in Festac, I grew up in Fifth Avenue, and I grew up among the good, the bad, and the ugly. I remember vividly when we would come back from school. I went to Festac College. When we would come back from school, and then the next thing to the regular Festac child was drop your bag and then go and play soccer, go and play table tennis. Just generally go and play for the church Festac boy. But my mother would lock us up, at home. I grew up in a block of flats, and then my brothers and I would only just look through the window and look at young men and women playing. And then my mother would say to us, yes, you would play when it is time to play. But she believed that point in our life was the time to sit down in the house and read and focus on our studies. My mother said a lot of things. I remember she once told us, while growing up, that what an elder would sit down on a small chair to see. No matter how tall you climb as a child, you will never see. So she always told us that, we should respect our elders. She taught us the principle of hard work. My father also was very big on hard work, because he worked hard, throughout his life. They both taught us that, success doesn't come cheap in life. You must consciously determine to be successful, and then with the help of God, which is the first thing anyway, with the help of God, you'll get there, provided you keep at it.
Yeah, you went to University of Benin and you studied banking, finance, was it? Accounting. You studied accounting and you graduated at the elite category of your class, if you'd like. What informed your decision to study accounting? Was it the influence of your parents, or you always had a passion to be part of the banking system?
Yeah, my decision to study accounting, so many factors led to it, but the very instructive one, was the fact that I had an elder brother at the time who was already an accountant. He read accounting in school and had gone on to become a chartered accountant. I found in him someone I could trust, someone I could choose as my mentor. Not too many young boys of these days have their brothers as mentors, but
the age difference must have been quite substantial.
Godwin is 14 years older than me. Yeah, just like I said earlier, I'm from a family of 9, and I'm number 7 out of 9 children. Godwin is number 2. I found in Godwin someone I could trust, someone I could aspire to be like.
Yeah.
He was and still is successful. He practically assisted me through the journey of becoming a chartered accountant myself. Yeah. And while in school, he had started working in a bank at the time. While in school, I remember he would send me money, and then give me a phone call. There was no GSM. Then he had this not 9 number. He would call the hostel number, where the hostel where I stayed. They would call me to go and answer the call, and he would say to me, "Emmanuel, we have played our part as your parent or elder brother. The ball is in your court to play your part." So I knew from the word go that I needed to do well, in school.
There was no surprise that you inched the upper part of your class.
Thank God for that.
Okay, now you had studied accounting, and then of course you went to do your NYC, and then you decided to pick up a job at the bank. Did you have options, or you had narrowed down your options to wanting to work in a bank, or you spread your dragnet and the first fish that you caught was the offer with the bank?
Wow. We graduated when His Excellency, the former President Olusegun Obasanjo, was just coming up as the civilian president of Nigeria. And I think at that time, Nigeria witnessed phenomenal growth, while he was president. I recall that I had a conversation with a few young people, last week or last 2 weeks, a few young people, 2 of them graduated with the first class, and it's been 1.5 years and they still haven't found a job. And I said to them, wow, it's just the times. And I pleaded with them to be patient, because we didn't experience that. When I graduated, at the time I did, 1999-2000, I recall I got six job offers.
Wow.
I didn't make a first class. I only made a 2, but I got 6 job offers. Every test I wrote, I passed, and then I was offered a job. I decided to go, with the first class bank I now work for. And then 1.5 years after we graduated was the telecoms revolution.
Oh, yes.
And then we also got a job. Yeah, we also got a job in one of them, one of the key one of the first 2 that started. At the time, name withheld. We got 4 bank offers, 1 telecoms offer, and then 1 consulting firm offer, and we decided we were going to go with the bank. And
to
I have
follow
been
your
with this
big
bank.
brother's journey.
Yes, yes. We
So
thank
you
God.
practically have been in the bank for 15 years, if I'm not mistaken.
I have been with this bank for 16 and a half, going to 17 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.